All right, we good to go.
Gone. All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto our power, Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bahasham,
Hashem,
Yahweh Shai,
Bye.
Bahasham, Rachakwadash.
Gosh.
Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us his truth and who also rule well. Peace and salutation of those of the hopeful elect. Just a few brothers from the GMS SF Bay Area camp. All right, coming together in the spirit and the power of Yahweh Shema Shai to edify the Lord's sheep. You know, to edify the Lord's hopeful elect. Lord's willing, the lessons edifying. And, you know, we want to get into, we stay on the course of prophecy, man, because really that's the main thing, you know, and the word prophecy goes, or prophesy means to say before. So we're saying through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shema Shai, things that are getting ready to take place. All right. And, you know, one of the major things or major events in prophecy is, you know, spiritual power, you know, being shown. And it's not going to, you know, be shown just for vainglory's sake or for vanity. You know, the power is going to be shown to magnify the names of Yahweh Shema Shai. You know, and when the names of Yahweh Shema Shai is magnified, that's going to cause, you know, those that are allotted to be saved to believe on the names of the Lord. You know, so, you know, we're in a time where, you know, Esau, Edom, he's pushing on the left-hand side, you know, robots, you know, they're getting ready to unroll robots to the general public to where you can have a robot in your house. Esau's pushing all this different technology. All right. And it's like, you know, it has that shock and awe factor where the Lord is getting ready to show his power on the right-hand side, you know. So while things is ramping up on the left-hand side, you know, the Lord is getting ready to ramp up on the right-hand side. Things that you really can't explain. Science can't explain.
Yeah. If I could say this, bro, you know, we're living in a time of a great awakening. You know, the truth is being declared. You know, you got our people waking up, and primarily, you know, you got the elect waking up. So, you know, like the brother said, one of the major prophecies, which, you know, we're in that Acts 2.0, so to speak. All right, the scriptures say there's nothing new under the sun. Well, what's going to happen? Well, spiritual power, just like back in the day, you know, we're going to get a couple accounts, Lord's will. You know, you had Yahweh Shai, you know, performing all those miracles, and then you had the apostles, the disciples, and what did that do? You know, it was all being done in the name of Yahweh Shem Shai, but it was waking our people up. You know, it was gathering the people. They were seeing these things done, and that what they were sealed, you know, with that faith. You know, the same thing's going to be happening, you know, in this time. All right. Like the brother said, the Lord is going to show his power, and his names are going to be the name of him and his son is going to be magnified.
That's right.
All right. But let me start with this. I got a precept for you, bro. This is Psalms 110:3. It says, "Thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power."
Yep. Thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power. All right. Because right now, you got Israelites that are allotted to be delivered. Even though this truth has been out for all these years, you know, a lot of Israelites are still, you know, in the world. They might have heard the truth. You know, they might have family members that are Hebrew Israelites. All right. You know, but then they're sincere. And, you know, Doubting Thomas?
Yeah, that's the spirit. I got that on deck.
You know, Doubting Thomas, he had to see in order for his faith to be sealed.
Yeah.
You know, so there's certain individuals out there that have to see the power of Yahweh Shema Shai in order to be sealed, man. For their faith to be, you know, activated. You got that?
Yeah, let me finish this and I'll grab that account for you. It says, "Thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power, and the beauties of holiness from the womb of the morning, thou hast the dew of thy youth." Now let me jump over here. John 20:24, it says, "But Thomas, one of the 12 called Didymus, was not with them when Yahushua came. The other disciples therefore said unto him, We have seen the Lord. But he said unto them, Except I shall see in his hands the print of the nails, and put my finger into the print of the nails, and thrust my hand into his side, I will not believe.
See, and Jake, have a freaking. They call us a peculiar people in the scriptures, right? Jake got to do the most, man.
Yeah,
Jake got to do the most, So the Lord got to show out, then,
yeah,
Thomas, he was like, unless I, put my hand in his wound, that's doing the most.
yeah,
All right. But the Lord still, have mercy on Thomas. He's still part of the elect. It's just that, things are going to happen that you wouldn't think is possible, man.
yep,
And the Lord just got to show you,
yep.
But, oh, you got it. It's going to go on and say,
Yeah. Well, that's why, like you said earlier, they got that saying, seeing is believing. But see, the beautiful part about it is Thomas said these things, but then we're gonna read down, and Yahushua shows up.
Yep.
So, there's certain accounts where, members of the elect, they're gonna have to see to believe.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I mean, it is what it is. That's just part of the story. But the Lord is gonna show it.
Mm-hmm.
It says.
Like say real quick, like the brother said, Thomas was literally a part of the 12. Mm-hmm. He was literally his spirit was literally created by Yahushua. Okay, through the will of Yahweh. So for him to have to go through all of this, for him to have to need this, it just goes to show that the Lord has certain men that are upon the earth that are a part of the number that are accounted for, the remnant, that would need to see to believe.
Yep.
That would need to, although like the brother said, this extra, but I'm sure as soon as he's seen, when he's seen Yahushua, he already in his mind, he already said it. So he had to do all of the extras as it said right here. Put his finger through the womb and everything. Mm-hmm. But I'm sure when he saw Yahushua, he was already like, like damn.
Yeah.
But, he still had to go through. He still had this was all orchestrated by the Lord ultimately.
Yeah.
Yep.
It says then he said then saith he. Oh no, hold on. They jumped the gun. It says, oh yes, verse 26. It says, and after 8 days, again his disciples were within, and Thomas with them. Then came Yahushua, the doors being shut, and stood in the midst. He showed up.
This was like roughly a week later. And the Lord pulled up.
He pulled up.
So hey, this goes to show, that hey man, the Lord is this truth is real and it's serious, man.
Yep.
You got
it. It says then came Yahushua, the doors being shut, and stood in the midst and said, peace be unto you. Shalom.
Shalom.
It says, then saith he to Thomas, reach hither thy finger and behold my hands, and reach hither thy hand and thrust it into my side, and be not faithless but believing. So all that, like you said, all that extra things that Thomas want to do. Well, the Lord said, here, you want to do it, here it is. But then he said, what? Be not faithless but believing. And Thomas answered and said unto him, my Lord and my power. Yahushua said unto him, Thomas, because thou hast seen me, thou hast believed. Blessed are they that have not seen and yet have believed.
And I'm pretty sure Thomas was kind of cut in the spirit, because he was like, dang, I should have just believed. But like the brother Saba was saying, it's just all a part of certain brothers, just gotta see it to believe it, man.
Yeah, certain members of the elect have to see it.
But yeah, man, that was very profound, because of Yahweh Shai is big on faith, man. And even when he was with the disciples, he was pushing faith. There was many different tests that the apostles actually failed. Like, when they was on a ship and Yahushua was sleeping and there was a storm, they woke the Lord up like, Lord, we about to crash, shipwreck. And the Lord was like, I'm literally on the boat with you. You think we're going to all die or something like that? The Lord rebuked That was a miracle right there. He rebuked the storm, and immediately everything was calm.
Yeah.
You know, but and then the Lord said, why didst thou doubt?
Mm-hmm.
You know, so hey, that's a big thing, because faith, like the elder brother from our camp, Manatazak, he said, you know, spiritual power is the highest level of faith.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the Lord is gonna just increase those levels, because right now, you know, we have a lower level of spiritual power, so to speak, by seeing the miracles of this truth. You know, just coming to just being able to come to this knowledge and wisdom of who we are. That's a miracle in itself. You know, hey, Esau had this grip upon the whole world. He had his, you know, his propaganda, everything he was pushing. He had the history books, you know, hidden. But then the truth came, you know. So that's spiritual power in itself. But now, you know, hey, like the scriptures say, we go to glory. You know, Yahweh Bashim El Shai is going to get his glory, and what it's just going to increase. So you're going to see more and more things, more and more just power showing that, hey, now Yahweh Bashim El Shai exists. You know. It says, I'll continue on. It says, blessed are they that have not seen and yet have believed. And many other signs truly did Yahweh Shai in the presence of his disciples, which are not written in this book. But these are written that you might believe that Yahweh Shai is the Hamashiach, the Son of the Most High, and that believing you might have life through his name.
That's a cut on IUIC, by the way. Life through his name.
Yep.
So what do you mean the name don't matter?
Yep.
You know, I just show you, man, IUIC, them dudes ain't right, man.
Yeah.
You know, because the names is big. You know, faith in the names of Yahweh while Yahweh Shai. That's how stuff is going to be moved around. You know, situations is going to be turned around, man. Miracles is going to be performed. It's all through the name. So that's how you know, they're in the spirit of the anti-Messiah. If they telling you the name, that's pretty much like the wicked scribes and Pharisees was telling the apostles not to do miracles in the name, you know, in the book of Acts. You know, so the name is very important. You know?
Yeah, and it says, hey, these things are written that you might believe in Yahweh Shai. So it said, you know, blessed are those who have not seen yet believe, you know, because the scriptures also say faith cometh by hearing. So you have those certain men, you know, that mainly the prophets and you know, those who came in just hearing the word, you know, not necessarily seeing, you know, the you know, Yahweh Shai or the big miracles, so to speak. All right, but they still believe. But again, that doesn't take anything away from the elect that's going to believe from actually seeing the big miracles, you know, and actually seeing Yahweh Shai come back. That was it on that, though.
Did Jay finish on Psalm?
Yeah, I believe that I finished it.
We can go to Matthew 9.
Okay. This Matthew 9:18. It says, while he spake these things unto them, behold, there came a certain ruler and worshipped him, saying, my daughter is even now dead, but come and lay thy hand upon her, and she shall live.
Now that's faith right there. You know, that's faith. She knew automatically that the Lord was able to do these things, and you know, Yahweh Shai, he performed. Why? It's going to go into it, but this is what Yahweh Shai likes. You know, it's faith. You got that.
And Yahweh Shai arose and followed him, and so did his disciples. And behold, a woman which was deceased with an issue of blood 12 years, or diseased with an issue of blood 12 years, came behind him and touched the hem of his garment. For she said within herself, if I may touch but his garment, I shall be whole. But Yahweh Shai turned him about, and when he saw her, he said, daughter, be of good comfort, thy faith hath made thee whole. And the woman was made whole from that hour.
Yep, she believed. You know, there wasn't you know, an ounce of doubt within her mind. that the Lord, could do this. She believed 100% that Yahweh Shema Shai could heal her. And the issue of blood, I'm pretty sure that's she been going through a lot of suffering and pain. Because I'm thinking about sickle cell. They said that's one of the most painful diseases. Sickle cell leukemia. I guess you're not able to produce white blood cells or something like that. But she had an issue with blood, and she believed that Yahweh Shema Shai could heal her, man.
Sickle cell is like when that blood is shaped like a sickle.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, and they got a lot of issues. And then you got leukemia, which is that it's like a cancer or immune system failure.
Which I heard that the sickle cell that's like a very painful thing. So she was suffering, and she believed that if she just touched the hem of his garment, and that's what she did. And Baba Kashak, could you continue to read?
Yep. It says verse 23, and when Yahushua came into the ruler's house and saw the minstrels,
Baba Kashak, read 22 again.
Okay. Matthew 9:22. But Yahushua turned him about, and when he saw her, he said, "Daughter, be of good comfort, thy faith hath made thee whole." And the woman was made whole from that hour.
Yep, instantly. And that's you're gonna have people in this time, women, you might even have elderly that are going through some type of sickness in this time, especially because this damn devil Esau Edom, he's constantly pushing out diseases and stuff. He's constantly coming up in the lab whipping up stuff. So there's going to be people in this time that we're in now that are going to have illnesses, grave illnesses, and the Lord's going to give men on the earth spiritual power to heal those that truly believe, man. But you got
one of the
some more.
Yeah, one thing about the Lord Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai is that he loves to show forth his power. Matthew 9:23, and when Yahweh Shai came into the ruler's house and saw the minstrels and the people making a noise, he said unto them, "Give place, for the maid is not dead, but sleepeth." And they laughed him to scorn.
So he was on his way to perform a miracle, and then a miracle just happened while he was on his way with the woman touching the hem of his garment. So the Lord was just walking around with that power just emanating off of him. I believe there was another account where it said, he felt the virtue leave from him when he healed the woman and she touched his garment, and he looked around and said, "Who touched me?" So the Lord is going to endow his men with that heavy spirit, man. Just like Samson had said, a rushing wind came upon him. Brothers is getting ready to get that level up. Well, they got this anime called Solo Leveling. I don't know if brothers check that one out.
Bro, that's the one right there.
Yeah, man. Hey, the Lord is getting ready to level up his men.
Yeah.
Brothers be going through ailments, pain. All right. There's going to be, a reward, for believing in Yahweh Shema Shai. There's going to be many different perks, being healed, man. But you got the what?
But when the people were put forth, he went in and took her by the hand, and the maid arose. And the fame hereof.
It's like, I think, Jake, could you read 24, Baba Kashaf?
Okay.
Again.
It says, he said unto them, "Give place, for the maid is not dead, but sleepeth." And they laughed him to scorn. But when the people were, I was going to say something?
They laughed him to scorn because those are the people that ultimately they was in the spirit of not believing.
Yep.
Like what do you mean you could raise this child from the dead, and that's how people's gonna be in this time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got that.
It says, but when people were put forth, he went in and took her by the hand, and the maid arose. And the fame hereof went abroad into all that land.
Yep. Hey, that fame, you
Come.
know. So the works that Yahweh Shai was doing, it made him, famous throughout the land.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So now, likewise, you're gonna have the men nowadays doing the same things, doing those miracles. But what names are gonna be those miracles done in? Yahweh Bashim Shai. So
Come.
that renowned name is gonna be going throughout the whole world,
Mm-hmm.
like it is already.
That's right.
You know.
I
That's a
got a
spirit.
quick. What you
I
say?
was gonna say that's a spirit out the precept you pulled up.
Zephaniah 3:19. It says, behold, at that time will I undo all that afflict thee,
Mm-hmm.
and I will save her that halteth.
And that's what the Lord is doing right now. And it all starts with the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of Yahweh Shema Shai. You know,
That's
the
right.
scriptures say, ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so this is the beginning of the Lord undoing, the affliction.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. It says, and I will save her that halteth, and gather her that was driven out.
Yeah. Speaking of the nation of Israel,
Mm-hmm.
and ultimately, the Lord has driven us out of our land, took our heritage from us. That's why I said her that halted, because we was going through a period of not knowing who we were, that no progress. But now the Lord is calling us back again, man. You got
And I will give them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame.
mm-hmm.
And a lot of that's going to be done via, well, the Lord has it to where we're preaching his word, and the prophecies that we're speaking about are going to come to pass. That's one way. And then you have the aspect of the spiritual power. Okay, that's another way. The scriptures speak about how we're going to be brought before kings and rulers for the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and then the most important is the deliverance. How the Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, will be delivered out of America, which in the scriptures is Babylon the Great, okay, or the virgin daughter of Babylon, also what it's called, But that will also give us it says, and I will get them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame. These nations are going to see that the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai have not done away with his people.
That's
Well,
right.
pursuant to Isaiah the 14th chapter, Isaiah 14:1, the Lord will have mercy upon Jacob and will yet choose Israel. And that
That's
word
right.
for yet means again. So when these nations see how the elect are going, when they see, they're going to be, first of all, they're going to be seeing so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And of course, you're going to have the mixed multitude of, Israelites that don't maybe not have those categories in which I named, but nonetheless they're Israelites by their spirit. They're gonna be getting beamed up, okay? And what are they all gonna have in common? They all gonna be calling on the same names.
That's right.
Okay, in which these names are attached to the prophecies as well. We're telling you that the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai is about to destroy this place, and the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai is gonna deliver his people out of it. And then just going back to it, as far as the spiritual power, like the brother said, that's a cut to IUIC. The names matter. We're gonna be doing these. We're gonna be Lord's will. The first of all, Lord's will, we're part of the elect, and Lord's will, the spiritual power being endowed unto us. We're gonna be doing these miracles in the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai.
Yep.
Okay, because this is our power. This is the God of Jacob. Okay, this is the God of our forefathers who we have a connection to. Okay.
Right.
Contrary to your replacement theology, the Lord has not done away with his people. But yeah, if brothers want to, if a brother want me to read that again, or if that's pretty much cool for Jake.
You could read the next verse, Baba Kasha.
Okay. Zephaniah 3:20, it says, at that time will I bring you again, even it should be tweaking, bro.
Bugging out.
At that time will I bring you again, even in the time that I gather you, for I will make you a name and a praise among all people of the earth. when I turn back your captivity before your eyes, saith the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai.
Fine. And you know, the scriptures speak about how you know, the elect is going to get beamed up and their enemies beheld them. So everybody's going to see, you know, the Lord is going to make it known who he's truly dealing with, you know, and who he truly loves as far as the elect. And that notoriety is going to carry over into the next world, into the kingdom. Because the elect pretty much is going to be, you know, I remember the Apostle Gabar went into the word legend. It means ledger. It means to be written about. So the story of the elect is going to be written about, and the elect story is going to be told from time on, and you know, time, you know, for centuries, for eternity. You know, the elect, their spots is going to be solidified, you know, as pillars in Yahweh Shema Shai's kingdom, man. You know, that's why I said, for I will make you a name and a praise among all people of the earth. You know, when I turn back your captivity before your eyes, saith the Lord. So Yahweh Shema Shai is getting ready to raise up his elect on a level that we can't even fully comprehend, man. You know, and we're going to get a little taste of that leading up to the great deliverance, you know, when the Lord starts showing his power, man. You know, you're going to have brothers doing stuff just for the sake of people seeing it. Like, you know, brothers might be flying through the city just for the sake to somebody to see it and believe. Oh, that was the brother I seen on that video that one time, you know, or you know, brothers raising people from the dead. You know, like the brother Yatab brought it up before we went into the lesson. You know, that precept where it said, Yahweh Shai said, the things that I do, ye shall do in greater works.
Yeah, I got that too.
You know, Bob Shah, we can get that one.
Yep.
You know, so greater works is getting ready to be done, you know, and these are things to be excited. You know, yeah, we catch hell on a daily basis. You know, we're going through afflictions even now, you know, but the Lord is getting ready to increase our faith on a whole nother level, because, you know, when the power comes, it's going to take faith to perform the miracles. But what is that going to do to people that see it? It's going to boost their faith on a level, man.
Yeah. Yep.
Like the brother Yatab always say, you know, that the scripture where it says, and faith shall flourish. You know, what's going to push that faith flourishing? A part of it is going to be that spiritual power, man, the miracles.
Yep. Yeah, let me I got that what you called for real quick. This is John 14:8. It says, Philip saith unto him, Lord, show us the Father, and it sufficeth us. Yahushua saith unto him, have I been so long time with you, and yet hast thou not known me, Philip? He that has seen me has seen the Father. And how sayest thou then, show us the Father? Believest thou not that I am in the Father, and the Father in me? The words that I speak unto you, I speak not of myself, but the Father that dwelleth in me, he doeth the works. So all these works, hey, and Yahushua said it himself. It's not even of Yahushua, it's from Yahweh.
Man,
you know?
That's heavy.
So in verse 11 it says, believe me that I am in the Father and the Father in me, or else believe me for the very work's sake. You know, and see, this is what we're seeing. All right, this is what the apostles, the disciples seen back in the day. You know, this is the same thing we're seeing in this time. We're seeing that power, you know, and again, you know, it's gonna only gonna level up, you know. So once the power levels up, hey, this is just gonna seal more and more people. Again, Acts 2.0. You read in Acts, what it would say, a couple hundred were sealed, 400, 1,000 were sealed that day. You know what I mean? This is the times we're coming into. So now imagine how much more when the power is given to the men, and the men are magnifying those names. How about Shemiel Shai? You know?
If I could say this too, bro, the Lord's so cold with it that you've had all of these different names of all of these different idols, and the Lord for a moment, he took his name. He took his name from off the earth, but he's reintroduced his name. And in this short amount of time that he's reintroduced his name, so many great works are going to be done in this name. Now you've had the name Jesus around. You've had all of these different names around, and they ain't did nothing, man. But the names of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, the works that are going to be done in these names, man, is the Lord's so cold with it, man.
Yeah,
You know,
hey, that's the spirit, bro. You said that because, yeah, like the brother said, you got Jesus going around, but what you got? What's back behind that name Jesus? Like basically death. You know, false doctrine. You got all this. You know, you got Caesar Borgia. You know, you got that plantation Christianity, that prosperity doctrine. That's what comes behind Jesus. But then now, what comes behind the name Yahweh Shem Shai, the true gospel. You know. But it's a spirit, because now you see that, you know, people are moving away from that name Jesus. You know, I was talking to the brothers earlier. You know, you got a lot of people going back into the Hebrew, the Paleo Hebrew. They're trying to get the true pronunciations. You know, what is it? Is it Yahuwah? Is it Yeshua? You know, no, it's Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai. You know, and that's going to be the names behind that true power. You know. But it continue on. You have some, bro? You want to bring something up?
Nah, it was just because you said that name. I just wanted to show some images. They had
a
spaceship.
Yeah. Hey,
Jesus of Lubeck.
Yeah. That name was on the ship that brought Jake over. You know. Oh, and it was also coming out recently. It was going around. I know Jake probably seen it. The true meaning of Jesus is earth pig. You know, the actual in the Greek and in the Latin, it means earth pig. So. You know, but what is the true meaning behind Yahweh and Yahweh Shai? It actually has meaning. You know, Yahweh, he exists. Yahweh Shai, he is deliverer, or he's the deliverer. You know, he is salvation.
Yeah, because like you were saying, bro, I was just thinking about it. Like, bro, that name is tied to the oppression of our people. You know, and the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is about liberating his people.
Right.
Okay? That's going to be done through the salvation of the elect and the destroying of the rebels. The Lord said how he would purge out the rebels, you know. So the Lord was attached to the Lord. Oh, well, yeah, what's Yahweh Shai names mean? You know, what does Yahweh Shai mean? He who saves, he delivers, he brings salvation. Okay, his name is literally tied to the liberation of Yasharallah.
It's an omen nomen.
Omen nomen.
Yep.
See? Meanwhile, Jesus is tied to the oppression of our people, man.
It's earth pig. You know? It's literally earth pig.
Yep. Unclean and filthy.
Yep. But continue on, verse 11 again. John 14:11 says, "Believe me that I am in the Father, and the Father in me, or else believe me for the very work's sake. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I do shall he do also, and greater works than these shall he do, because I go unto my Father." So, like we were going into greater works, and we were reading a couple of things that Yahweh Shai did. You know, he healed that woman. You know, he brought the other woman to life, back to life. You know, the scriptures talk about, you know, all the works couldn't be contained in the books in the earth. You know, but Yahweh Shai specifically saying, greater works are you guys gonna do? Those who believe. You know, the disciples, the apostles, the same men that are back today. You know. It says, verse 13, it says, "And whatsoever you shall ask in my name, that will I do, that the Father may be glorified in the Son." So there you go. Everything all evolves around the name. All right. And that belief in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. But it's also for what? The glorification of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
And there's the last verse that says, "If you shall ask anything in my name, I will do it." You know.
That's heavy.
Yeah.
And that's that just show you too that prayer, you know, prayer is spiritual power. You know, and the very act of prayer is faith. You know, so bro, you got that.
I was gonna say real quick, bro, it's heavy because it is spiritual power, because it's literally in the spirit. Although you may be verbalizing, you know, in what may appear to be, you know, as the scriptures speak about, you know, praying in your closet, you're verbalizing a request, and it may seem like you right there by yourself, but you're literally speaking your prayer before Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. The angel literally brings up your prayer to the Heavenly Father.
Yeah.
You know, brings it up to Yahweh Shai.
Yep, it's that vibration. You know, the words have power. You know, they got that saying in the world, you got to speak it into existence.
Right.
You know, you speak it into existence. I remember they had a while back, what was it, LeVar Ball saying all his boys were going to make it to the NBA. And they were saying that he's speaking it into existence because I think he has two out of three that are in the NBA, you know. But, you know, that's the same thing. We're speaking it into existence because we believe. And you know, and it's not us who's making it. It's really Yahweh Shemi Al Shai.
That's right. Literally. This last account I had real quick. John 9:1. It says, and as Yahushua passed by, he saw a man which was blind from his birth. And the disciples asked him, saying, Master, who did sin, this man or his parents, that he was born blind?
Showing you, and we talked about this earlier too, showing you that our people, to even ask this question, you have to know about reincarnation.
That's right.
You know, you have to. Why would you ask that? You know?
He said, this man, which if he was born blind, how could he sin to be born blind?
Yep.
You know, because they knew about reincarnation.
Yep.
You know, did this man sin in his past life to come back born blind? You know,
it says, Yahushua answered, neither hath this man sinned nor his parents, but that the works of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua shall be made manifest in him.
That's the spirit. So it wasn't him, it wasn't anything his parents did or anything, but it was literally to show the power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua. So everything that's going on, you know, back then, I mean, it's all, you know, to show the power. But even now, the times we're coming into, it's all going to be to show the power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua. You know, and that's what's going to make the people willing. The scriptures say, willing in the day of thy power, because they're going to see the true power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua.
Yep. And you know, I believe that's when the elect is the rest of the 1/3 is going to be sealed. You know, because the elect got to be sealed before they get beamed up. You know, they got to believe in the gospel. You know, so I believe that the spiritual power is going to forward prophecy, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
That's right.
So hey, we're in those times too, man.
That was it on that?
Yeah, that was it on that. I just have one unless you have something.
I got a quick one real quick. This is in Matthew chapter 11, starting from the top. And it says, and it came to pass when Yahushua had made an end of commanding his 12 disciples, he departed thence to teach and to preach in their cities. Now, and just a quick side note, this is showing you that exactly, you know, the ministry that we're doing is the same exact thing that Yahushua was doing. You know, the camps and, you know, the going to the highways and byways, which is going out there in the cities, preaching on the highways and hedges. That's what Yahushua was doing. It says, he departed thence to teach and to preach in their cities. Now, when John had heard in the prison the works of Hamashiach, he sent 2 of his disciples, which this was John the Baptist, you know, who was Elijah coming back, if you could receive it. It says, who was Abba Bivens, if you could receive it. It says, and said unto him, art thou he that should come, or do we look for another? Yahushua answered and said unto them, go and show John again those things which you do hear and see. So again, faith cometh by hearing, and you have like the same as the doubting Thomases, all right, so to speak, you know, which have to see to believe. But the Lord was preaching, and he was showing what? The miracles. It says, verse 5, the blind receive their sight, and the lame walk, the lepers are cleansed, and the deaf hear, the dead are raised up, and the poor have the gospel preached to them.
Man.
All right, and blessed is he whoever shall not be offended in me. So all these things, you know, showing that the miracles, the power of Yahweh Shemi Shai, but and also the gospel being preached, you know.
Yeah, that's your pa. That's your pa point that you brought out. You know, it's like, you know, we're preaching the word, but there's another part of the ministry that's getting ready to be fulfilled. Like the spiritual power that's another part of the ministry.
Yep.
You know, the preaching, because you said that faith coming by hearing. Then you got those that need to see. So
Yeah.
that other half of the ministry is getting ready to be performed.
Yeah.
And this,
no, I was just gonna say too, and this is what they needed to see. You know,
yep.
and he said, hey, the works speak for themselves. The gospel is being preached, but then you also have these miracles being done. Now, who else could be doing that? Well, the Messiah. Yeah, it had to be the Messiah. You know, you got it, bro. That was it on that.
Okay. Jake had the other precepts.
Yeah, I just had this one last one. Luke 10:19. It says, "Behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you."
Yep.
Not with.
Yep, because the spiritual power is not only going to be for to build the faith of the elect. It's also going to be as a defense. The Lord is going to raise men up, with the ability, to attack. All right. And that's mainly because Esau, Edom is going to be coming down with great wrath. It said, "Behold, I give you power to tread on serpents." That's going into Esau, and scorpions. That's going into 2/3 of Jacob. Because in the time of Jacob's trouble, you're gonna have a lot of people, a lot of Jakes, just going crazy. End of the world gangs. People going around raping. And we're gonna need that protection. All right, it's gonna come a point in time where, our lives is gonna be threatened, so to speak. So Yahweh Shema Shai is gonna have to raise up certain men with power to defend themselves. What you got, Doc?
It says, notwithstanding in this, rejoice not that the spirits are subject unto you. But which goes to show you that the world around us is governed by spirits.
Yeah.
It says,
yeah. Go ahead. You can finish it.
Notwithstanding in this, rejoice not that the spirits are subject unto you, but rather rejoice because your names are written in heaven.
Yeah. And that's to be rejoiced, because again, that spiritual power, you're gonna see, you have the spirits being subject unto you, but it's even, that's nothing near compared to what your name written in heaven, being of the elect, That's the beautiful part about it, because basically you get that power. I mean, you pretty much of the elect, in a roundabout way. But but you're not supposed to be bugging out that you have these spirits subject of you. But hey, rejoice because your name is written. The
book of life.
Yep. But nonetheless, you still got to fight. You still got to fight. You still got to battle. It's not over until that chariot.
That's right. That's right.
Cause you gonna, bro, when that spiritual power come, you gonna literally have the ability to. The Lord is literally going literally give you the ability to literally control spirits. So the things that this world is governed, not to get deep, but basically the world is governed by spirits, and the Lord is going to give you access to those spirits, to where you can manipulate this to do this, and the realm that we see, you trip and fall, and gravity and all of this. It's not gonna. The power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is not limited to what Esau coins in his science. The gravity and the way fire is supposed to do this and water is supposed to do this, and it's not gonna. But it can be exciting, that you literally have the ability to do this, to manipulate lightning, to manipulate this, to manipulate that. But rejoice that your name is written in heaven, that your name is accounted for, that you are accounted in the heavens, man.
That the Lord showing favor. Because that's an honor, man.
Yeah.
That's an honor, because not only is it up to you, the Lord chose you.
Yeah.
And then the Lord saw fit to endow you with his power. That's a big responsibility right there.
Yeah.
So man,
It's a lot.
You got that.
I was gonna say, bro, it's gonna be cold because we know that everything that happens on the earth, the Lord is the one that declares it. The Lord is the one that orchestrates it and declares everything that happens upon earth. So if you able to get that spiritual power and you able to, manipulate elements, that's literally a declaration of the Lord that the Lord have allowed you to do that. That came straight from the heavens. We just read that it's of Yahweh that allowed it to happen, and through Yahweh Shai, the ability is given to you. So it's gonna be a beautiful times, man.
Yeah.
Beautiful times. The Lord literally have orchestrated for His works to be glorified. Basically for you to do the works to glorify His name. But yeah, that's pretty much.
I got one more. This is Zechariah 12:8. It says, "In that day shall the Lord defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David, and the house of David shall be as the Most High, as the angel of the Lord before them." So you remember the accounts of David. What did it say? David slayed 10,000. And then it says the house of David shall be as the Most High, as the angel of the Lord before them. And we know what the angels can do.
One angel could destroy the whole earth.
Yep. So, hey, this is the power that's coming. In the scripture that there's another scripture when the enemy comes in like a flood, the Lord shall lift up a standard.
That's right.
Hey, that spiritual power. This is the Lord. Manifesting His power on earth. But yeah, that was it on that.
Okay.
Yeah, something you wanted to bring out, bro?
Yeah, it says you're gonna be as the angel, and then this part right here, it says
was that Malak?
Is that how it's pronounced? Malak or Malak? Because we know Malak is king.
Mm-hmm.
So it says from the unused root meaning to dispatch as a deputy. And I looked up that word deputy right here. It's cold. It says a person whose immediate superior is a senior figure within an organization and who is empowered to act as a substitute for his superior.
Yeah,
bro, that's cold, bro.
A substitute, man.
Oh, bro,
that's heavy.
Yeah.
A preliminary representative in certain countries, but that's cold, bro.
Yeah.
It says a person whose immediate superior is a senior figure within an organization. That's Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
So you the Lord's main man.
Yeah.
The elect,
Yeah. And you're it says you act as a substitute. Yeah. And what did it say? It said a representative. So you're representing Yahweh Bashim Shai on earth.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think's gonna happen when you're a representative? The Lord gives you that power, man. You're gonna show out. You're really gonna show what the superior is about.
That's right.
That's right. Hey, and what are we? What does the Lord calls us? We are a nation of kings and priests, and we're judges as well.
Yep.
Psalms the 2nd chapter says, "Be wise, be instructed, ye judges of the earth."
Yeah.
So we like the elders of Hobbs, Spirit, when Levi say, we're gonna be many most highs.
Yeah.
So
and see, that's just on this side. Now imagine when Lord's will would be at that number to get those new bodies, and then how it's just gonna go from glory to glory again. All the different things going on in the kingdom. Man, it's gonna be high level.
Hey man, that rejuvenated Jake's spirit, man. But yeah, that's pretty much that's pretty much.
That's all I got too.
Yeah. I guess we close it.
Lord's will that the point is made. Going into prophecy, spiritual power. Is getting ready. To come down upon the earth. Yeah. We enter. Oh, you was gonna say something?
I got one more. So like Jake mentioned it earlier. Hey, but this is the beautiful time to be alive. and seeing these things, the Lord's going to boost that faith, you know.
Right.
So, you know, we're going to see a lot of new believers coming in. You know, we're going to see, like the scriptures say, this glory going to another glory.
That's right.
You know, but let me read this for you real quick. This is Second Ezra Salak Kasaba now. This is Salak. This is Second Ezra 6:28. Well, I'll start at verse 27. It says, "For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome, and the truth which has been so long without fruit shall be declared." You know, but that's that point that, you know, that faith's gonna flourish. You know, it's gonna be heightened to another level.
Could you look up the word Baba Kashaw, flourish?
Yeah, let me look it up on the online Intamon.
God. That word, that word really caught my attention, you know. Faith shall flourish.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, it says, flourish verb circa 1300. It says to blossom, grow.
Man.
Yeah, from Old French flora, stem of flora, to blossom, flower, bloom, prosper, flourish.
Yeah.
Bloom, blossom, flower, you know, and this, hey, the Lord's gonna again take it to that other level. It says metaphoric sense of thrive, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, man, that's a beautiful thing too. You know, when a flower, you know, reaches final stage, it must blossom. You know, so that's how the elect's faith is. Because once the elect's faith get to the point of blossom, that's when Yahweh Shai is gonna be like, okay, they're ready.
Yeah.
Then the Lord's gonna come and reap and you know, gather the elect. You know, but the whole point of us being built up and going, you know, our faith being increased, just so we can get to the point of blossoming. You know, and each member of the elect is going to be at that point when the Lord deliver them. You know, so yeah, man, we in excited times. You know, we're entering into the year 2025, which, you know, that a 5 that goes into power right there. You know, the number 5 is spiritual. You know, power. So, you know, Lord's will, you know, that power comes sooner than later. You know. So, any brothers had any closing words or anything?
Much it. I think we hit the point.
Lord's will, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Lord's will. The lesson was edifying, you know, and you know, double honors to Apostle the Elders, Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to those of the hopeful elect. Shalom.
Shalom.